Tonight, from Los Angeles, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Skylar Thompson and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he's playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First run now for Kyren Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Play action here, Thompson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On first down, back to Achane. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Thompson. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They begin the drive with Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go back to the ground with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stafford. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. 3rd down here.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are once again back in front.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Thompson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off play action, Thompson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Thompson going play action here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Thompson fakes the handoff. Now going to throw it. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this. Throw caught by Achane.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Thompson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Thompson.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Looking to throw, Thompson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Thompson going to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Thompson looking to throw. There, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Stafford to cup there for a Rams first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Able to get away. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Stafford looks to throw again. Touchdown!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down. Here's Thompson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Thompson. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, Thompson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Thompson going to throw again on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Thompson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Thompson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Play action here, Thompson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Waddle finding a way to get the feet down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Stafford.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Miami set to take over.
Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down and 3. Now it's Thompson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Thompson. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Thompson now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Thompson. It's Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Thompson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2 yards to go, second down. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mostert is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Thompson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Thompson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Thompson, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. So a 3rd straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. 3rd straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football and end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
From his own goal line, Stafford.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nifty move. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Thompson looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Thompson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And look at at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First and 10, here's Thompson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Hill going to go in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Thompson going play action here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Stafford now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams taken down at the 42.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset, and they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Now Thompson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
This is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes second down at 5. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's first and goal. Here's Mostert. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 7, 57 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now it's Stafford. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here's second and a yard.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
A big play looming on third down. Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.